Alright, so welcome back to Unconditional. This is where I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Jacob Delagal. I'm 26 years old. I currently live in Marathon, Florida, the Florida Keys. It's a beautiful place, surrounded by ocean every day, beautiful wildlife. How I got here is an extremely crazy story. I never actually knew I was going to end up in this place. 3 years ago, I definitely would have never pictured it. My life has been definitely a fun adventure, would be one of the words you could describe it as. The other thing it has been is a great learning tool. It's given me an opportunity and chance to meet people from all over. I've stayed or lived in probably about 13 different states here in the United States. In this past 2 years, I've been to actually probably about 8 different states. 2 years ago, I was pretty much engaged and things went south. But from that, I had a great experience. I went to an egalitarian community in southwest Missouri, where a lot of the things in my life that I'd been trying to find the gap to fill, you know, I had tried religion, I had tried, you know, a sales career, if you want to say. I tried all these things, and I just had this gap, this void in my life. I thought a woman of my dreams would definitely fulfill that. Well, that didn't work out either. And the thing I figured out when I went to this egalitarian community was that in life, and I said this last night in the video about the Halloween tribute to Russell Brand, but in life there's only 4 things that we need, okay? That's food, water, air, and shelter. Now the 5th thing is not necessarily a need, but a want, and that'd be a companion. Companions can be a friend, could be somebody to talk to, someone just to emotionally connect with. And those are all important things, right? Well, at this community, that was what life was about. That's what their system was designed around. The work you did directly went into feeding and clothing and housing everyone involved in this community, which was much simpler and easier to explain once you were there and you were actually seeing this. These guys did teach me a lot. I met several inspirational people that made me question the why of things. You know, you see this, you think that, but why? Why is it that way? Why is it that ISIS, you know, wants to attack, you know, Christians or Americans? Why is it that we feel like the politicians aren't, you know, there for us? Why is it that? That question why has really stumbled me across just an infinite amount of information, people that are out there wondering the same thing, which I think is great. You know, we're not alone. If you're watching this video and you feel like you're alone, don't worry, you're not. There's tons of people out there that have the same questions. We're all trying to figure it out. So let's connect the dots and let's get together and make a revolution happen. Went to that egalitarian community. Things have been a lot different for me. I did live in Springfield, Missouri. Once I came back from that commune, I actually donated everything I owned. It was a really hard decision for my parents and other people to understand why would you do that. This life that I had built up to that point in time, all the things I had collected, I realized they were stopping me from being able to connect with the people I wanted to see the most. The people that were really troubled with what's going on today. And those people were all across the world, and I needed to get out there and get to see them. So I donated all. And I went to Kansas first. I was out there in Kansas. I learned how to drive a semi-truck and cut Milo and stuff like that, take it to the grain elevator, which gave me a huge insight on immigration and things that we face and the loopholes that our country allows. You know, most people are upset about immigration. They don't understand that this country needs it, and our economy is based off of having those migrant workers come in, you know, especially prices of food. Now, do I agree that that is right? No, but it's probably not for the same reasons you think. I think that a person willing to come in and do a job for cheaper, you know, shouldn't be looked down on. Maybe you should look at his situation and ask yourself, why is he willing to do it for cheaper? Why is he willing to sacrifice so much so he can get so little? You know, and that's a true question we should ask. Maybe we shouldn't penalize that person, but penalize the farmer that would even dare pay a person less. You know, are they not created equal? You know, which I do believe that. I believe that all men are created equal. I do not see color. I do not see sexual preference, political standpoint, religion. All of these things are insignificant to me. What I think is most important is what we do with our time while we're here on this planet. Now, I've debated for several years now, how can I change the world? What can I do to change the world? I think the biggest thing that I can do as a person is to continue talking, to continue spreading my ideas, to continue evolving into something else that I wasn't the day before. And then maybe through that along the way, I pick up friends and numbers, and we gain that truth and that knowledge that way. Like I said, eventually, I mean, this whole past 2 years for me has been what I like to call a Buddha walk, where it has opened my eyes to a whole new way of living. Those people at that commune, they have no idea what impact they really had on my life. Now that I've come back to Babylon, I have found it a little troubling at times to deal with the communities that I'm given and that I'm able to have access to on a daily basis is not what that community had. And that's what I want. But I still believe that it's possible. I think we just have to find the way to fight through it, get people involved. I mean, I live on a sailboat down here in the Florida Keys. It's nothing fancy. It's a little 28-foot O'Day, 10 feet wide, 28 feet long, and it's perfect for me. That suits me and my needs. I can go anywhere I want to when I learn how to sail. It's a beginning process. So just like these videos. But anyways, that's enough about me. The next video you're going to watch, we're actually going to be discussing a post that was on my Facebook page just not too long ago, posted up by a friend of mine. I'll leave on my name. But essentially this video is this post was about immigration, and it was an article that a person had wrote about, the problems with immigration and what we should do, pretty much boasting some outlandish statistics, sounding damn near pretty much Nazi-ish. So I was pretty much offended by this, even though I am a Caucasian here in America and I have no worries about being shipped anywhere else. But I think for the people that it was pretty racist, basically. I mean, in all essence, it was pretty shaming to know that people do think that way, and that's the way they look at it. So hopefully you like the next video on immigration.